Tim Murtagh inflicted more woes on his former club Surrey as Middlesex took complete control of their LV County Championship match at the Keir Oval on the first day. Gareth Batty won the toss and decided to go first in spite of his own side's batting frailties recently, but it wasn't too long before he may have been regretting that decision. It took Murtagh, who represented Surrey for 6 seasons from the start of the last decade, just 10 balls to earn the first of his 5 wickets, Rory Burns edging to Darwin Milan with 6 runs to his name. Surrey, who'd been dismissed cheaply twice in their innings lost to Durham last week, soon found themselves in big trouble again once Zafar Ansari nicked Toby Roland-Jones, who once represented Surrey's second 11, behind. And after a couple of hours break for rain, Xander de Brain was LBW to the same bowler for a 12-ball duck. That brought Rory Hamilton-Brown in for his emotional return to the 4-day game, but he lasted just 6 balls before being bowled through the gate by Murtagh to leave Surrey on 33 for 4. It has been, of course, an awful time for the county, and the events of a couple of months ago still appeared to be holding sway. Surrey slipped to 41 for 5 when Aaron Haranath gave the in-form Roland-Jones his 3rd wicket with another positive leg-before decision. Jason Roy was the one man who could cope with the Middlesex bowlers, and he and Stephen Davis added a much-needed 32 for the 6th wicket. Davis made 16, but then tickled a ball from Neil Dexter to give Adam Rossington his first catch in the championship on his debut. How Surrey needed Roy. In spite of the continual loss of wickets, he maintained his positive approach. And his innings became even more important when Batty was leg before to Dexter as he picked the wrong ball to leave alone. So Roy's innings remained at odds with the rest of his team. This pull at least took his side into 3 figures. He did, for a while, receive some good support from Murtagh Kartik, but when he was bowled by the returning Murtagh for 23, Surrey were left on 138 for 8. With the field now set back, Roy was able to ease to his 50, made from 74 balls and including 8 fours. Without him, his side would have been in a lot of bother. He now took on Murtagh and moved on to 55, but that's where he was left, as the Irishman finished off the innings with successive balls for his fifer. Tim Linley edged to Sam Robson to go for a duck. And next ball, Jay Dernbach became the 4th LBW victim of the innings, as Surrey were all out for 144, Murtagh ending with 5 for 37, giving him the 18th 5-wicket haul of his career. It was the perfect start to the match for Middlesex, who may have just about given up on winning the title this year after their defeat to Sussex last week, but are still hopeful of a strong finish. This London derby always adds a bit of spice too, and Chris Rogers and Robson then ensured that this day was very much going to belong to the side from the north of the Thames. Rogers was in a hurry and reached his half-century off 71 balls, an innings thus far including 8 fours. It was the 7th time he's reached a 50 this summer, reason enough for the recent media stories that Surrey have shown an interest in signing him. He added another 4 to his 8 boundaries, and with Robson just beginning to find his touch in the late stages of the day, this pair was starting to rub salt into their opponent's wounds. They were threatening to overtake Surrey's total without losing a single wicket, such was their domination. In the end though, they did lose a man before stumps were drawn. And that was the big one of Rogers, who, having eased to 56, was bowled by Dernbach's full-length delivery. That ended the opening stand on 98, and after another 10 balls, play was ended for the day for the addition of one more run from the night watchman Tom Smith, who was making a rare championship appearance. He'll be there in the morning with Robson, who has 29 runs to his name. Middlesex go again, just 45 runs behind.